Hello everyone, and we're back to Project Life, and this is the page working with Design Layout D. So I'm going to start with my title, and I'm just letting you know my format, I think, for Project Life to keep on going with my Little Ones album is not to go week by week, but basically by events. If I have them in order, great. If not, I'll just have the whole spread cover an entire event. So we'll see how it goes. I'm glad to be back, and I thank you for being patient with me. So that die cut hello is from Stampin' Up. It's a little Thinlits die they had, and I'm still on a mission to use these chipboard alphas and numbers, so I was glad I had all the numbers for 2015. Just dressing up the top with some washi, and that will finish this title card for this layout. So on to the horizontal cards. These are little 2x3 photos that I printed using the PicMonkey app. I formatted them to fit on a 4x6 and just split the photo twice to get these little pictures. So these work perfectly for these little horizontal pockets. This is just a tag from my stash, and then I'm just getting some stamps, and I'm going to stamp right on the tag with some charcoal ink from Hero Arts. And I'm just going to stick that behind the photo. I'm a little rusty, so this spread took me a bit longer than usual, but just getting back into the groove, and I wasn't using the kit that I made, I was just using all my supplies, so I spent a little more time searching for things. And here's something I started to bust out, is my stash of little mini brads. I decided I'm going to use some on this spread, and I actually go quite, not crazy, but I do use quite a bit of brads on this layout, so I was happy to put those to use. And this is a little sticker sheet I had in my stash again for a little while, and I do actually finish up that sticker sheet on this spread too, so I was happy to throw away the trash there. So here's another brad, and that will finish this first horizontal pocket card. So on to the next one. I'm using these bright colored pocket page, sorry, can't think of the words, of the pocket filler cards, because the colors in his little walker are really bright, so it just gave me the excuse to use all these bright colored papers. So I just used a little washi there to dress up the corner, and here's where I used the last of those arrow stickers from that sheet, so now I can throw that away. And then to finish it up, again, I'm going to use another brad. That little foam is just a little styrofoam or foam stamp. I'm just have it backwards to use as a push to be with, to use with my push pin to poke a hole. Just added some of those puffy hearts and another brad. So far I've used 4 brads. So happy to use them, and they look cute. They look like enamel dots because they're so small. So there we go. On to the next vertical card pocket. So I wanted to tie in that blue that's in the photos, and also the blue that I used for that die cut hello. So that's why I chose that blue cardstock. Plus it was just laying on my desk already. I just cut this banner out of white scrap paper just to give something to go behind this wood veneer camera. So I'm just going to stick that down in the corner. And then I'm going to use some more enameled stickers here, tie in the blue there a little bit. I went through my stash. I found this little cutout just to cover that little banner edge at the top of the card. And then I just did some handwriting for, I guess it's the title for this particular pocket. So I just went over it to make it darker and stand out a little bit. And then again, I'm going to add another brad. So I just used a little push pin, poke a hole, and then I'm able to get the brad in. So on to the next one. So this is the green. That's very difficult for me to use. I don't really like it. But there's green in this photo, and again, this whole spread has a lot of bright colors in it, so I thought it was a great chance to use that card, or else it'll stay in my stash forever. So I'm using another die cut word from that same Stampin' Up! Thinlit set. I cut it out in brown to match his little monkey on his onesie there in the photo. And then this was a little cutout that I had in my stash that I cut from the Stampin' Up! Catalog. And then I added 2 more brads. And now back to the horizontal pocket. So these are fun little photos. So I just did my typical trace around the edge a little bit, and then this is kind of the title, I guess. And used another little cutout that was in my stash, tied in the green a little bit. And then very happy to use these question marks. I think this is the first time I've used a question mark on any layout. So I used them both, and so now there's no more on that alpha sheet. So I was glad to put those to use. And here's the next one below. This is a frame that I stamped on some designer paper and then cut it out. It was in my stash. I had a few of these I made on my own. It's a Lawn Fawn stamp, I believe, or it might be Mama Elephant, I forget. So I just glued it on and just going to trim off the excess of the photo to make it look like it fit inside that little frame. And so that fits fine, so I'm just going to glue that down. And again, I'm covering that filler card. It's not really something I would use, that star with the words on it, so just covering it up. And I'm using these super little tiny wood veneers that came in a citrus twist kit. So I just thought they fit nice and small. And then here's another little asterisk that was in the sticker sheet. Just again, trying to use it up, so thought it would be okay to use it here as an embellishment. And a little dot there as well, instead of a brad. So that's the last horizontal pocket, and so now to the last vertical pocket, which is my journaling card. So I just edited that out so you didn't have to see me writing. I added a wood veneer and this little Joy puffy sticker. It's been in my stash also. Thought it would break up that diagonal. These are some enameled shapes, and then I put it crooked. I tried to move it and it wouldn't move, so it's going to stay crooked. And to finish it off, I'm going to, again, just trace around the edge just to balance it out on the right side. And then to finish it off, I'm going to add one more brad just to put it on there. And again, I like the way that that looks. So happy to use my stash there, and this will finish the journaling card. So this is the entire layout. It did take me almost an hour to get this done. Once I get back in the groove, I'll try to get these done back in 30 minutes and have more layouts for you. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.